I'm going to talk about how to pivot into your career. So, without any more chit chatting, let's get started. So, changing careers is very, very important, especially when you are in a place where you just don't like your job, where you don't like the trajectory of your life. Having a career into something that you truly love and you're passionate and you're happy, then you will have a better life. So, in today's video, I'm going to talk more about how can you change your career. So the first one is understanding that you can pivot at any age. And when I say that, it doesn't matter if you're in your 20s, in your 30s, in your 40s, there's always room for improvement. There's always room for change. So we often think like, I have to be out of college for me to start into a new career, into a new hobby, or something like that. No, you don't. You definitely don't. Number two, it takes time. It takes time to develop a passion that you truly enjoy. So don't expect quick results because you think that you need to have everything figured out by tomorrow, by the next week, by the next month, by the next year. It takes a level of patience for you to continuously do something that you truly love and enjoy. Number three, when you're starting your career, you need to create a mind map. So mind map is essentially little figures or little, what would be the call, diagrams that you can start looking around. So let's say that you're into fashion, you're into investing, and you're really into content creation. So you have to map those things out. As you're going through your career, you're going to change your branches. You're going to start having subdivisions. When you have those things, you will feel more clear about your career. So you're going to feel better you're going to have more clarity on your future. Number four is never being afraid to ask for help. The Defining Decade is such a beautiful book because it teaches you the importance of asking for help. If you don't ask for help, you are not going to go anywhere. And we often think like, if I ask for help, people are going to make fun of me. People are going to start thinking that I'm not that smart for me to be asking for help. Asking for help is key in the success of your career. If you don't do that, then you will not be successful because it does take a level of humility. When you're humble, you acknowledge that you don't know all the answers and that you're willing to ask for help or ask for connections or ask for help from your network. People that you haven't even talked to in 10 years. It's okay to ask for help even when you feel like other people might be judging. And the truth is, no one's really judging you. People are willing to help you out. People crave helping others out, and you'll be happier that you did that. So 5 is to have a board of advisors, and this is something that Aline Walter Roth says in her masterclass. She talks about having those board of directors, people that you trust if you are having a bad time, or if you're having a bad moment in your life. We often feel like we don't need help from other people, but the truth is that we definitely need help from others, and we need to be very careful who we ask for help. And when we do that, it's important to have a list of people that you go to in case of an emergency. So have your board of directors and don't waste their time because their time is also valuable. Number 6, before you quit your 9 to 5, is so important to assess where you are in life. If you are not financially stable, you need to acknowledge that and start saving some money, start investing some money so you can have a better future later on. It doesn't mean that you're going to stay at your 9 to 5 forever, but it does mean that if you have the financial capability of quitting your job, then you'll be having much greater success in your own business, because once you start going full-time on your own business, you don't have a fixed amount of money each week that can help you out with the bills. Make sure you start saving, make sure you start investing into your money, because if you don't do that, then you're going to be in serious trouble, and entrepreneurship is going to be very, very hard for you. So if it's so important, before you quit, assess whether or not you can learn more in that company that you're in. If you already met all the criteria, if you already learned everything you needed to learn, if you already developed all the skills that you needed to learn, if you have the financial capacity to leave your job, then go ahead and leave that job. But beforehand, you have to be very realistic with your goals before you start looking for another venture, because it will be very stressful. And make sure you assess all of your options before you leave, because you don't want to put yourself in a very stressful situation when you are in a job, when you are in your business, and you realize you can't afford everything you said you wanted. Very, very stressful relying on your business. So make sure you have some money saved up for the future. 7, if you know you want to pivot into another career, make sure you join groups that will allow you to learn more about them. So make sure you go on platforms like Meetup, where you can find like-minded people to work with, to learn from, to have meetings with. You can do Zoom meetings with people that can help you out in your new career, help you learn new resources. How do you find funding? If you want to be a real estate agent, how do you get started with that? If you want to be, let's say, an actress, join an acting class, join an acting group. It's very, very easy to get into a new career nowadays, because you can do that. Just go on social media, join a Facebook group, and you'll find everything that you need to know from that career if you join a good one, because there's so much good information out there that can help you out, and there's no more excuses. Join LinkedIn, follow people that you admire and people that are in the same career path as you, and you'll be successful. I trust me, you will be successful, because you are taking the time to learn other people's skills, you're learning other people's opportunities, and that's going to take you the long run. So the next thing, having a self-care moment is so important. This is what Elaine Welteroth says, how it's so important to be very, very careful and have some fun with life. When you are grinding, when you are into a new career, you are going to feel very, very burned out easily if you don't take care of your happiness. So start doing things that you enjoy rather than just working, because working is so important. Because you gotta, when you're working, you have opportunities to live your life, and life becomes, better. But if you're someone who's just constantly working, how fun is that? How fun is having to work 24/7 and knowing that what you're doing is not making you happy? I mean, you might be happier in the beginning, but once you're starting to earn money, once you start learning that the career path that you're taking is not longer a hobby, then you're going to be very stressed out. You're not going to be happy, and your life is going to be very miserable. So make sure you set times for you to do things that you love: dancing, cooking, a meal, something fun, something out of the ordinary. So once you're done with that, you can go back to your job or to your business and be refreshed, because that's what you need. All right, it's so important to have a really good presentation. I mean, presentation is everything. Make sure you are someone who's very, very put together. People will appreciate that. And this is what Elaine says in her masterclass. She says how fashion will influence your success when you feel good, when you are going in life and you are dressed up in your style. People will treat you like that. People will see that you're serious about your own persona, about your career, and therefore they're more likely to be able to work with you and would want to help you out in the trajectory of your career. So start doing that. So with that being said, I'm definitely going to make a part 2 on how to change your career, because a lot of people don't understand how to do that. And yeah, so I'll see you next video. Have a great week. Bye.